I've been married 50 years now. We have 2 children and 4 grandchildren. I was very healthy. I exercised all my life until the doctor decided that I should do a CT scan. They discovered that I had pancreatic cancer.
I've been working in oncology 35 years. I both am an oncologist, I take care of patients, and I'm a scientist. And both of those things drive me. It's a very interesting patient who has a very difficult disease called pancreatic cancer. She presented with a pretty advanced stage.
I have it in the liver, in the lungs, in the kidney, in the spleen. I have it almost everywhere. And if I have to be operated, it's a very long operation, and he doesn't know if it's going to be successful. It's very scary. The treatment that I received was very aggressive. It was a chemo of about 7 to 8 hours each time, every 2 weeks.
And started to respond a little bit to chemotherapy. But in her case, she was connected through family connections to a group of scientists in the United States who were developing an immunotherapy. So immunotherapy in general is trying to activate the immune system or unblock the immune system from killing the tumor. These are not yet all proven for all tumor types, so we do clinical trials to test the best way to use immunotherapy. And so they brought this to me, and we were able to create a clinical trial to test it, and she was the first patient in the world treated with chemotherapy along with this immunotherapy.
I'm on stage 4 cancer. I have nothing to lose.
But we still had to go through the Santé Canada, Health Canada, to get their approval, and through our ethics committee. And so the patient is protected, and the regulators have reviewed this for safety.
My husband is a very optimistic person. He always said that I'm fine, that we'll go with it through that, both of us, and we'll succeed.
We can give immunostimulators to patients in the form of drugs, but sometimes there's toxicity. And so we're trying to target the tumor. As it turns out, tumors sometimes there are bacteria that grow in tumors, and they have receptors on them. And these tumors have a receptor to the bacteria called Salmonella. Salmonella can be pretty toxic and cause diarrhea, but the inventors of this, the Saltikva product, deactivated the Salmonella in a way that it could never be toxic to people. And then they attached an immune activator protein called interleukin-2 to it. And so now when the patient takes it, the Salmonella goes directly to the tumor because there's a receptor there, and it brings along the interleukin-2 so that the whole body's not exposed to interleukin-2, just the tumor. And so it creates an immune activity against the tumor right at the site of the tumor.
I don't have any symptoms, anything after that. No diarrhea, no vomiting. And as a matter of fact, for the next few days after that, I really felt good. I didn't feel tired after chemo. I didn't feel anything that it is unusual.
So in terms of toxicity, the first important thing, there is no toxicity. We have found no one has any side effects. Certainly the Salmonella doesn't cause sickness, and the immune activating molecule doesn't cause any side effects. Secondly, in this patient, we were able to document that it does turn on her immune system. And so that's very exciting. So it has some efficacy.
I was supposed to live only 6 months, not more than that. But here I am, almost 3 years after that, and I feel great.
Clinical trials really are the only way to kind of move things forward and with certainty. And you want to benefit the maximum number of patients. So we take care of our patients in the best way possible here. But if we're doing this in a research orientation, the discoveries we make here are going to help people all over Quebec, all over the world.
If it helps others, I'll be thrilled.
Music by